whatever it takes. When you're talking about that pin, to me, you know, what I got out of that is when I'm talking with family businesses, we talk about actions to live by. And so it's, you know, how do we take, you know, what our BHAG is, the big, hairy, audacious goal? How do we take, you know, our core values and our core purpose and turn them into actions to live by? And that pin, I mean, you guys, exemplary examples of how to do this kind of stuff. And when family members talk to me and say, oh, why should I give that pat on the back? Why should I put that pin on their shoulder? Why do I do that? Well, this is exactly why. Because what's the look on somebody's face, Anthony, when you know they're given that pin the first time, right?
Yeah, that's what makes, you know, putting on the bow tie and they go home and, you know, we have so many stories of employees that just love working for our company. And, you know, frankly, they're making a little over minimum wage and they're standing outside sometimes in 5-degree weather, spraying water up in the air. It does not sound like a very sexy picture. But we try to make them part of something bigger that's, again, not about washing the car. It's about something else. And, you know, that's how my father taught my brother and I. That's hopefully how we're teaching our children. And that's what makes it work.
Ray, you know, do you mind picking up on that a little bit? You know, talking about actions to live by. What are some of the ways that you're working with, you know, the employees throughout the company and rewarding them, you know, when you see them doing the things that your family values?
Yeah, some great ideas. Actually, I jotted a couple of those down, so thank you, Anthony. We try to take a very personalized approach, as Anthony can tell you, and any company can tell you, as you grow, the greatest challenge in the organization is maintaining and nurturing that culture, and that is our jobs as the leaders, is to nurture the culture in an organization. And we define culture as the predominant thoughts, actions, beliefs, emotions, discussions, disagreements, interactions in an organization. You could sit in somebody's office for 20 minutes, watch how people interact, and you're going to get an idea of what the culture is. And as the leaders in the organization, we need to nurture that culture. And the first way we're doing that is by being happy when you come in. When I do my keynote speeches on the Never Work a Day in Your Life, I do a quiz at the beginning, and I have everybody close their eyes and raise their hands in response to a question if they agree with it. And first I qualify that with, you know, has anybody been reincarnated? And everybody says no. And I ask, how many of you are the owners or the family in the businesses? Most people raise their hand and said, okay, how many of you love going to work every single day, no matter what day it is or what time of the day it is? And I was in, I think it was Fort Worth, Texas. I had 380 people in the room. I had them raise their hands with their eyes closed. I said, okay, leave your hands up and now open your eyes. 10 hands were up.
Wow.
I said, that's a problem. I said, if you're not happy going to work every day and you're not smiling, who are you fooling? I mean, you're not only fooling yourself, you're fooling every employee there, because they can read right through that. They can see whether or not you want to be there. They can tell by the way you walk in, and they can tell how you interact with people. And if you take the time to thank somebody and to give them a pin that says WIT, or I personally write every single birthday card for every employee in the company. I used to give movie tickets. Now I've had to transfer that to Amazon gift cards. So I give them Amazon gift cards. I send thank yous to them for working over 55 hours. We pay double time for that. We pay double time over 50. So over 55. So we reward them for that. I go out and I personally hand their anniversary awards to them. And last year we retired 5 people in the company. They were with us 39 years, 37 years, 33 years, and 2 of them at 30 years. So that was a number of anniversary awards, but we always personally hand those and we take a picture of it. And my brothers a lot of times will accompany me if they can. But you have to be personally involved. You have to have the passion. You have to have the integrity. You have to, I mean, our core values are not what I mentioned. I mean, those are our core values as a family, but we have core values for an organization. And one of those is fun. And the other one is family. I mean, we see it, family business is not who owns it. It's how you interact. Where we can have drawn out arguments and discussions, heated discussions, but at the end of the day, we're still bound by something more than who we work for. And I read a survey the other day that said there is more stress created in an organization, not by people working long hours and enjoying what they do, but people working 40 hours and hating what they do. And it's the old Delbert commercial where they go home at night. and they're kicking the dog and they're upset. And they said that creates more stress in an organization and in a family than anything. And my dad had what we call the 4.3 rule. 4.3 is whenever you make a decision or you have an action, it doesn't just affect you. It doesn't just affect the family. It doesn't just affect the employees. The average American household has 4.3 family members. It affects 4.3 people. So if we have 400 employees, that's over 1,600 people we can affect or infect with a good or bad activity or action or culture. So that's kind of, we try to extend that to our extended family and how we're affecting somebody when dad gets home or mom gets home in time to see them, hit a home run, because we worked extra hard to make sure we adjusted the schedules and gave them a fun environment to work in.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot to running a business. It's not about what you do, it's how you do it. And it's about bringing those people in. And both of you guys, again, why did I ask you guys to kick this off? I had a pretty good idea of how things were done within both of the businesses. And, Anthony, I used the car wash. I was just there on Sunday, and, the guys come running up, the employees come running up, here, let me put your card in for you. How you doing today? And it is amazing. It's not the same as some of your bigger competitors in town. You don't have the smiles that are coming at it. And the guy that was spraying my car inside of the car wash was doing a little dance and, just kind of, jiving with you and making sure that he knew that, he cared. And the windows are down and you're not talking, and you still got that feeling. So you guys are doing a great job with it. That's that you have given the employees a purpose beyond profit. And both of you have some employees, at some levels, like you said, they're not making millions of dollars a year. They're making they're not in the highest, brackets, and they're just over minimum wage in some areas, but they still care because you've provided that purpose beyond profit.